Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and Century Ply.
Good evening and welcome. The charity fund scandal involving a person called Rana, who has been claiming that she is some journalist, is being discussed nationwide. Rana has today offered some really convoluted explanation about how she took money, from whom she took money, why she put the money in her personal account, why she took the money but was not able to use it, what she did after she was put under investigation for the financial scandal, why she transferred money from this account to another account. She's trying to also explain why she was looking for some high interest schemes to stash the money in her personal name, so on and so forth. You know what people do after what they've been doing is found out. I just want to issue an appeal to the lobby tonight. Yes, the same lobby of which she is a leading light. Dear members of the lobby, please open your mouths once and talk about taking money in the name of the poorest of the poor and putting it in your own personal accounts. Taking money in the name of flood victims, slum dwellers, COVID victims, poor farmers, and sitting on the money, transferring it from accounts of your family members to your personal bank accounts, violating every known legal and ethical rule. And when you are caught, then claiming you've been caught because you are anti-Modi. Did the Modi government put the money in Rana Ayub's account? Did the Modi government tell her, keep the money in fixed deposits, open a fixed deposit in your own name, stash the money? Did the Modi government tell her to organize a charity fund scandal in the name of the poorest of the poor? Did the Modi government tell her to exploit human sentiment? And now that this is in the public domain, now, at least now, out of shame, if nothing else, will the lobby unzip its lips, stop pretending to be deaf, and take a position on the massive Rana Ayub charity fund scandal? Does the lobby not know that Rana Ayub even collected money claiming to help poor farmers? Did the farmers then tell Rana Ayub, call her and tell her, you accumulate the wealth in your personal name, put it in a fixed deposit, save the money for yourself? And ladies and gentlemen, there's one more point. Republic has sent a letter to a small newspaper in Washington, which apparently employs her. This newspaper has been asked by Republic whether it endorses the siphoning of funds collected in the name of the poor. So far, the newspaper has not responded. I hope they do. If they have the slightest ounce of personal ethics or a wee bit of conscience left, they better do. Otherwise, the next time they open their mouth about India's internal affairs, I will remind them about their silence when a financial scandal was carried out in the name of India's most dispossessed by one of their own. That's at 10 o'clock tonight. Let's get ready for the debate. 10 o'clock, the alarming exploitation of the poor emerges in the massive Rana Ayub charity fund scandal. Why has the lobby washed his hands off? Are they not listening? Can they not listen to me tonight? Debate number 1 this evening. For the 4th night in a row, I debate the hijab row. Are some hardliners trying to make it an issue before the elections? And here are the headlines this Friday evening on the debate tonight. The Congress goes all out for the hijab. Officially goes to the Supreme Court, gets turned down. Are they competing for the hardline vote?
कोर्ट का फैसला आने दीजिए, मगर हमारा मानना है कि इंटरिम जजमेंट फंडामेंटल राइट्स से महरूम करता है.
Despite warning, protests spread from Malegaon to Aligarh. It's clear it was now time to the elections. The Republic investigation blows the lid off the engineered controversy. Insiders speak on record, say no hijabs before the December 2021.
देश का संविधान हर व्यक्ति को हर प्रकार का अधिकार भी देता है, तो कर्तव्यों के प्रति भी आगाह भी करता है. इसलिए हमें संविधान का सम्मान करना चाहिए.
And as it becomes the number one election issue, Yogi Adityanath says the constitution will prevail in India, not the Sharia. Republic news break on the charity fund scandal involving Rana explodes. The enforcement directorate says this has been taken, all the money in the name of charity. And as anger spreads on the Rana charity scandal, the Latif's lobby goes completely silent tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the fourth straight night tonight of the hijab debate. Tonight's hashtag, hijab or uniform. Because even as the courts are hearing the matter, some with a focus on the elections do not want to drop the hijab dispute. There is an attempt to make this the biggest campaign agenda in Uttar Pradesh. Turn it into the next Shaheen Bagh kind of issue. This is an attempt to turn hijabs into an obligatory, essential religious practice. As some people are planning to use this for the elections, the question I have tonight is it nation first or religion first? Let's debate.
Protests over hijab have spread across different parts of India. Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Telangana. In Udupi, the situation is tense. The police is conducting flag marches.
Three judges bench clearly stating that no person, irrespective of its religion or caste, is allowed to hamper the tranquility and peace of the state and the country. In fact, it also went on to say that we are of a diverse cultural society, and hence such things cannot be permitted.
But was the entire hijab issue amplified deliberately ahead of elections? Here the college principal.
ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ 9:15 ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅವರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಕೂತದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದವರು ಬ್ಯಾಗಿಗೆ ಇಡ್ತಾರೆ. 9:00ವರೆಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 9:00ವರೆಯಿಂದ 4 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ ಪಾಠ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹಲವು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು.
And here this student.
ಹಾಲಿ ಅವಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡೇ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 31st ಮುಂಚೆನೂ ನಾನು ಹೋರಾಟ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ?
ಹೌದು, ಆ ಥರ ಎಂತ ಸಹ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳೇ ಬಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಇರುವ ತನಕ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ತನಕ ಆ ಥರ ಎಂಥ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಲು, ಅವಳ ಬುರ್ಕ ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದಿಟ್ಟು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಬಂದು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ಲು. ಮತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯವೇ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ. ಅದು ಡಿಸೆಂಬರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದದ್ದು ವಿಷಯ. ಮತ್ತು ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಬಿಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ತುಂಬ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುನಃ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು.
The Taliban has jumped into the hijab controversy, officially releasing a statement on what's going on in Udupi, Karnataka. saying Islamic values are above any national issue, above any national culture. Taliban also wants hijab in India.
While Priyanka Vadra is making hijab an issue in Uttar Pradesh, Rahul is skirting it in Goa. AIMIM is making it an issue in Uttar Pradesh elections.
कोर्ट का फैसला आने दीजिए, मगर हमारा मानना है कि इंटरिम जजमेंट फंडामेंटल राइट्स से महरूम करता है, फंडामेंटल राइट्स से महरूम करता है बस.
But the Assam Chief Minister has a very clear message.
कर्नाटक में कोई बच्ची लोग ने शुरू किया कि स्कूल में कॉलेज में हमको हिजाब पहन के जाना है. मेरा कोई आपत्ति नहीं है, आप जो भी पहने, लेकिन आप अगर स्कूल में कॉलेज में हिजाब पहन के जाते हैं तो कल हिंदू भाई लोग बोलेगा हम भी कोई ड्रेस पहन के जाएगा, कोई कल क्रिश्चियन लोग बोलेगा हम भी कोई ड्रेस पहन के जाएगा. अरे भाई, कॉलेज और स्कूल पढ़ने के लिए होता है, वो फैशन शो के लिए नहीं होता है.
And union ministers are saying it is time for the Uniform Civil Code to be brought into being.
आज इसीलिए देश में जरूरत है एक देश एक कानून, कॉमन सिविल कोड होनी चाहिए. ये देश एक है, कानून भी अब एक होनी चाहिए.
Can the hijab issue be used to create another Shahin Bagh? It is time to put the nation before religion. It is time to put nation before elections. Let's debate.
Okay, we're going to have a great debate tonight, and on the debate I have Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP. We're going to be joined by Taslima Nasreen in a minute, and we have Amina Sherwani. Amina, welcome back. We have Subrashta tonight after a long time. Subrashta, great to see you again. We have Sanket Yanagi. He's a lawyer in the Supreme Court. He's also affiliated to the Congress. Shafulya Sahab is a senior vice president of the JDS Islamic scholar. Dr. Rahila Sikandar there is on the screen. She's a lawyer from Prayagraj. Maria Tabassum is a social activist and educationist. She's joining us back from Hyderabad. And Husaifa Amir Rashadi is the secretary of the Aligarh Muslim University Students' Union. Oh, and he's also fully in politics now as a candidate of the Rashtriya Ulama Council from Didarganj in Azamgarh. And he will open the debate tonight. He's going to open the debate with Amina. So it's going to be Husaifa Amir Rashadi and Amina in the opening round. You see, Mr. Rashadi, you must be so happy now that this has become a political issue, that you can use it in Azamgarh. But you know, it's so sad what you're doing. Just because you want to use it politically, you have tried to make it an issue. You've tried to divide people, you know. And it's so obvious what you're doing because, you know, in 2018, I want to know, where was your protest? In 2018, you know, the Kerala High Court said that hijabs are not permitted. And there was Justice, I think, A. Muhammad Mushtaq. He said that it is purely within the domain of the institution to decide on the uniform. Okay? So that happened in 2018. But you were not fighting an election then. You didn't need the issue. Where were you then in 2018? कितने protest किए थे आपने? कितने सड़कों को block किया था आपने? तब क्यों नहीं बोला था आपने कुछ? Why were you quiet then? I'm exposing you tonight. You never said a thing then. You see Amina Sherwani 2018 when the Kerala High Court came out with this order, people like Husaifa Amir Rashadi did not open their mouths. Did not open their mouths, and now they are preaching to you. They are telling you, Amina, that you're not a good Muslim if you don't wear a hijab.
Let me speak. Arnab.
I care two hoots about what they say. I care two hoots about what any of them say. And these men do not open their mouth when women's property rights are taken away, which the Quran guarantees and the Constitution guarantees. They take away their sisters' property rights. They take away their wives' meher. They take away everything that the Quran tells they must give to women. And then their Islam is not in danger. And hijab, which is a wall, which is a screen, which is a curtain that hangs in a house. It is not a garment to be worn by women. That's what the Quran says. I am not saying this. Hijab एक पर्दा है, एक दीवार है, एक स्क्रीन है, औरत उसको पहन ही नहीं सकती. How do you propose to make women wear hijabs? Your name is all wrong. Your name of the garment is all wrong. You don't even know the name of the garment that you are propagating. No such garment exists in the Quran. Stop making up stories. Allah se to dariye.
आपको शायद मालूम ही नहीं इस्लाम के बारे में। इस्लाम ही एक वाहिद ऐसा रिलीजन है जो अपने बच्चियों को, अपनी औरतों को हिस्से देता है प्रॉपर्टीज में से।
हिजाब एक दीवार है।
हिजाब पढ़ के आइए आमिना जी।
हिजाब एक दीवार है।
आप एक लेडी हैं, मैं आपकी रिस्पेक्ट कर रहा हूं।
कुरान हमें हक
इसका
देता है,
मतलब ये नहीं कि आप कुछ भी बोल के निकल जाएं।
को छीन लेते हैं। मुझे मालूम है कुरान मुझको दुगना हक देता है, मुझको बाप की प्रॉपर्टी में भी हक मिलता है, मुझको मियां से मेहर भी मिलती है, मगर आप वो प्रॉपर्टी का हक भी छीन लेते हैं, वो मेहर भी छीन लेते हैं, तब इस्लाम खतरे में नहीं आता। देन इस्लाम इज इन नो डेंजर। मैं औरतों के सारे हुकूक की बात कर रही हूँ। हिजाब का अस्तित्व नहीं है इस्लाम में, कुरान में सख्त मना किया गया है औरतों को ढकना।
You see, Huzaifa, I'll tell you, Huzaifa, 1 minute. Amina, I'm saying something to Huzaifa, just a minute. Huzaifa, 1 minute, Huzaifa, let me talk to you. Say, Huzaifa, you are not being able to debate. I asked you a specific question and you are running away from the question. I am asking you on live television. This is a live program. It's not recorded. I am asking you. 1 minute आने के पहले याद दिला देता हूँ. Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate. 1 minute. Calm down, Huzaifa. Calm down. मैं छोड़ने वाला नहीं हूँ सवाल को. Calm down. My question is, in 2018, when the Kerala High Court said that hijabs are not permitted, just to say Muhammad Mushtaq observed, it is within the domain of the institution to decide on the uniform. Where were you then? आप कहां थे तब? कहां थी आपकी प्रोटेस्ट?
नहीं, हिजाब पे आपको दिक्कत है। आप हाथ में धागे पहन के आए, कड़े पहन के आए, चोटियां लगा के आए, तो हमें कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं हुआ। योगी आदित्यनाथ उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री हैं, 5 साल भगवा रंग का कपड़ा पहन के बैठे, उस पर किसी को कोई आपत्ति प्रॉब्लम हुई? हम टोपी भी लगाएंगे, हम टीका भी लगाएंगे और हम पगड़ी भी लगाएंगे, क्योंकि देश का संविधान हमें इस बात की इजाजत देता है। यहाँ मैं स्टूडेंट पॉलिटिक्स से निकल कर आया हूँ, दीदारगढ़ विधानसभा से मैं इलेक्शन लड़ रहा हूँ।
आप कहाँ थे?
यहाँ पर जो छात्रों,
मैं फिर पूछ रहा हूँ आपको, आप अपॉर्चुनिस्ट हैं, आप मुझे बताइए आप कहाँ थे? आप कहाँ थे? Where were you in 2018? Huzaifa Amir Rashidi, there is no point in shouting at me. You are not being able to debate with me. आप डिबेट नहीं कर पा रहे। मैं फिर से पूछ रहा हूँ, कहाँ थे आप? कहाँ थे आप?
छात्रों का मुद्दा शिक्षा है।
आप कहाँ थे? 2018, the matter was settled by the Kerala High Court. Where were you then? Where were you then?
प्रदेश के एक बड़े नेता,
Where were you then?
15 साल सड़कें
कहाँ थे? जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे। Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate. The debate is on, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes into the debate. I haven't got an answer to my first question. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav.
नहीं, योगी आदित्यनाथ क्यों भगवा पहनते? उस पर
अब आप सुन लीजिए, मैंने आपकी बात सुनी, आप मेरी भी बात सुनिए।
प्रवक्ता बैठे हुए हैं,
आउटगोइंग ऑन है, इनकमिंग बंद है क्या? सुनिए
जी, मुझे एक बात का जवाब दे दीजिए।
नहीं, आपका जवाब दूंगा, पहले आप मेरी बात सुनेंगे, फिर भाई मैं आपकी बात का जवाब दूंगा।
अरे रोजगार
अच्छा लगेगा?
बोल दीजिए।
आप मेरी बात तो सुनिए, फिर अपनी बात रखिएगा। अर्नब, कैन यू प्लीज आस्क हिम टू बी क्वाइट?
Okay, on the debate, I'm getting in the next speaker. Gaurav is debating right now. Gaurav is going to be debating with Maria Tabassum next. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Everyone calm down. Great start to the debate today. Not getting an answer. Viewers, please put out your tweets. Gaurav Bhatia, Maria Tabassum. Yes, Gaurav.
That need to be raised on your program. First, when they say Hamara hijab, so please understand, nobody is stopping them from wearing a hijab. आप अपने घर पे पहनिए, ड्राइंग रूम में पहनिए, कार में पहनिए, एयरपोर्ट पे पहनिए, सार्वजनिक स्थलों पे पहनिए. It is about schools and colleges which are meant for education. So, you know, it is limited to that space. Second is the point that why don't you have faith in any institution or any document like the Constitution of India, which talks about Article 25 being subject to public order, morality and health. Second, the Karnataka High Court has now given a very specific order. And Arnab, ये लोग अभी चिल्ला रहे थे आप ये पहनिए, भगवा शॉल पहनिए. I am quoting from the order of the Karnataka High Court. Pending consideration of all these petitions, we restrain all the students, regardless of their religion or faith, from wearing saffron shawls and scarves, hijab, religious flags. So it is not discriminatory. Third, when the Supreme Court today also has asked you to exercise restraint, don't you have faith in the Supreme Court? Why these protests? Are we a democracy or are we a mobocracy? And the point is very simple. Minorities were protected and given special rights because the constitution framers thought it is important. But when you come out on street and you start showing that we are a mob, we have the numbers with us, then I think you are endangering democracy.
Right.
And people of India will not forget you for that. And I would, in the end, also like to raise one very important point. Arnab, they were saying to a Hindu girl who was studying in Aligarh Muslim University that agar hijab nahi pehnogi, to hum tumhe tambe ka hijab denge. Where were all these people then? That Hindu girl never wanted to wear a hijab. But these people wanted कि अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी है तो वहां हिजाब पहनाएंगे. मैं इतना ही कहूंगा, diversity is a strength of our country. But in schools and colleges, you are there to learn. Be a student. Don't be, a protester who is pelting stones at others.
The debate is on. Gaurav Bhatia, conclude your points. Conclude your points. Maria. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Gaurav. Maria is on the debate. Maria is on the debate. She'll debate with Subrashta. Maria, my question to you. I'm asking a very few questions today. Maria, Subrashta is debating with you. And my question to you. See, Maria, this was not an issue for 37 years. Karnataka's Udupi College principal, Rudre Gowda, has said there was no demand for hijabs for 37 years. And this has now been engineered with the help of the Campus Front, which is a student wing of the Popular Front. The same Popular Front accused of chopping off people's hands. Okay. Now, my question is, it was not there for 37 years. It has suddenly started right now. Okay. Do people like you not even respect the courts of the country? What are these protests going on?
Please don't start with you.
Why are you disrupting normal life? Okay? Why are you threatening people? No. I mean those people who are trying to create disruptions. 20 women wearing hijab suddenly storm into one place. Why?
So if you just calm down.
Why? Where all will this storming go on?
Because,
No. What is this? What is this hijab storming going on? Why is it necessary to provoke? Why has the court not told you? Has the court not told you not to provoke? What are these protests? You have no respect for the courts of the country? Yes, please respond. Maria, please respond now.
Of course, we live by the law of this country and this constitution is the book by which we live, and we will not allow anyone to take away our rights, our fundamental rights of practicing our religion, of preaching our religion. And who are you to tell me, you in the sense, the people who are protesting, that hijab is not an essential part of my religion. It is an essential part of my religion, and it has been since centuries. It's not new. I am not bothered what the principal of that college says, because you need to prove it. How do I know that it's you're not lying? Because this channel has distorted many facts.
Are you bothered about the constitution?
So prove it to me that there has
no. 1 second. My question to you is no. Maria, don't get into a speech mode. I am asking you a follow-up question. Just listen to me, please. Okay? Just think logically. Okay? Just shouting, trying to get aggressive does not help at all. And everybody will ask you, do you believe in the constitution first? Is it constitution first or religion first for you? Is it constitution first or religion first?
The religion.
Tell me.
For me, the religion is first, and my religion orders me to respect the constitution.
So that explains. You said religion first, constitution next. Okay, that's a good starting point for a debate. You say, Subrashta, she says, for me it's religion first and constitution second. So if I were to follow up and ask you, is it religion first or nation first for you? Tell me further, Maria. Is it religion first or nation first?
It is my religion which asked me to be loyal to my nation. It is my religion which asked me to die for my nation.
No. Don't. Is it religion first or nation first?
It is my religion.
Is it religion first or nation first? I say nation first.
Arnab, I'm sorry.
I say nation first. What do you say? I say nation first. If anybody asks me, Arnab, you're a practicing Hindu. For you, is it religion first or nation first? I will say nation first. What will you say?
Maybe for you it is nation first. I will say my religion is first, and my religion teaches me, it preaches me, it orders me.
Okay, I got the answer. Subrashta is responding to the debate, clarifies a lot of things. Subrashta is on the debate right now. She has said religion first. Now let's debate this further. Thank you, Subrashta. Thank you, Subrashta. Subrashta and Safiullah, please. Thank you. Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I did not know that today I would be called in a debate where I have to listen to a religious preacher talk about what Islam teaches. If I am interested in Islam, if I were interested in Islam or any other religion, I'll go to the internet or go to places of worship, visit a couple of priests who will give me, an exposition on what the religion is. So I really don't appreciate Maria getting into, using this opportunity on a national platform to preach the religion in this manner when the debate is clearly about hijab. Amina ji mentioned very clearly that her religion does not mention hijab as an essential part of Islam. And Maria has a counter to that. Now, Maria and Amina ji in the confines of their mosque or whatever home or drawing room can discuss this, whether hijab is an essential part of their religion or not. It's none of my concern. But as a conscientious individual of this country, when I see school-going kids don a hijab as a marker of identity, it really pains me at the illiteracy of the family and the community, which does not understand what the term uniform means. If you agree to go to a private school or a mission school or a convent school or whatever school you wish to, your DAV or a public school which has a uniform, which essentially means they don't want to discriminate between, women, girls coming from different economic, social, etc., backgrounds, then they have to adhere to the rules of the particular school. If they are so, passionate about the fact that without hijab, sir, I'm not yet done. Sir, please don't mansplain. Already there has been a male panelist trying to mansplain Amina ji as to what Islam is about. I'm not going to take it from you. I'm really sorry. Not yet done. Only when Arnab asks me to stop, I will. You're not the moderator. I did not come into a show where you are a moderator. If it is an identity question for you, by all means, fight it out in a political way, in which political Islam or political Hinduism does that. I have no contribution to that debate. But if your students, if your girls come to a public school or a private school that has a uniform in place, you will have to adhere to that. If you're very, particular about the fact that you want to assert your religious identity, by all means, ask them to live in, Shaheen Bagh type tents, and they can don hijab and, continue with the protest all life long. Arnab, there's one important issue that I think the debate, tonight we need to debate. There is a video which is going on viral about this young Muslim girl in a hijab, which she clearly says that there is an international conspiracy that they are all, going to be a part of. They have challenged the union government. They have challenged the state governments to say, sir, answer this question.
Shall I come on, please?
Are you going to address the women of your community?
I am in Karnataka, where the incident, all these incidents have occurred.
Shafullah Sahab, let her complete. Can I come on air, please? Otherwise, I can't even be seen. Shafullah Sahab, let her complete her point, please. Thank you. Let her complete her point. Thank you.
I want to
let her complete her point. Be patient.
Mr. Shafiullah. I have a very specific question for Mr. Shafiullah, and he can, go helter-skelter and not answer this question. But these group of women who are out there making a public proclamation and saying that they are going to make this issue an international one and malign India's reputation, do you have anything to say to those women?
I want to just follow it up with one question to Mr. Shafiullah Sahab. Mr. Shafiullah Sahab, you are an Islamic scholar, you are a senior man, you are a senior vice president of a political party. Okay. You have seen this country. I'm sure you have traveled outside the country. Tell me, today you are saying that in my country, your country, our country, there is no religious freedom. Tell me one thing. Suppose you go to America. And listen to me carefully. This is a serious question. No, listen to my question. I know my name. Listen to my question now. Suppose you go to America. Okay? and you go to a space station, okay, then will you say that Muslim women will not wear a space suit? If they have to go to outer space, they will wear a hijab? Will you say tomorrow that if Muslim women go to a construction site, think logically, don't give this religious charged atmosphere logic to me. If you go to a construction site, will you say no? A Muslim woman will not wear a helmet, she will wear a hijab. Or if you go to an atomic power plant, will you say I will not wear the safety gear, I will wear the hijab? Or more importantly, if you are a pilot, you will say I will not wear the pilot's uniform, I will wear the hijab. Or you say, you know, if they go to the Olympics, no, we will not follow the code for sport, we will wear the hijab. You join the army, military, air force, navy, which they must and they can. You will say, I don't give a damn for the rules. Don't tell me the rules about wearing a military uniform, I will wear a hijab. What are you doing? Who's stopping anyone from wearing a hijab? But the lack of respect for the uniform is something which will not be accepted in this country, whether in a school or in the forces or in the armed forces. Yes, please speak now, Mr. Shafiullah. Respond to my 7 questions tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Arnab, you said in the last of, as a last question of yours, that who is stopping the Muslim girls from wearing the hijab? I want to draw your attention and viewers' attention towards when this all this problem has started in the Udupi College and other colleges in Karnataka. It all started only after the BJP came to power in Karnataka. And why RSS, BJP and Bajrang Dal and BHP boys are gathering
Don't give me a political argument. Don't give me a political argument. You are a politician.
Why not?
You are trying to use this politically and you have not answered my question. You give me an answer to my question. Mr. Politician, Mr. Shafiullah Shah, you answer my question. Should a Muslim woman joining the armed forces wear the uniform or wear the hijab? I am asking you, you answer me. I will keep asking you, should a Muslim woman joining the armed forces wear army uniform, military uniform, air force uniform, navy uniform or wear a hijab? You answer me. You will have to answer me now. Don't avoid my question. Answer. Amina is not answering the question.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Because he can't. He knows the absurdity of the situation.
See, with all the uniforms you are mentioning,
in whatever job we are, there is no question of breaking uniform codes in the country. There is a discipline for every profession. There are some professions with no uniform. You can participate in those professions if you are so crazy.
Aprons of different services and wearing the hijabs also. You are saying that it's not possible. They are wearing the hijabs. Almost all the
Who are you? You are above the courts?
Taking up the jobs in
No. 1 second.
Services.
Mr. Shafiullah Sahab. Mr. Shafiullah Shahab. 1 minute. Mr. Sahab. Mr. Sahab. Are you Mr. Shahab? The problem is, can I have 2 others also on the debate right now?
And that's
okay. Maria, Amina.
Secondly, the Constitution prohibits parda. How can you put women in any kind of parda when the Constitution prohibits it?
We are not putting any parda. The girls themselves are.
You know, Arnab asked Shafiullah ji this question.
You and me have the right to stop them.
Shafiullah ji, do you believe in the Constitution? I have a question for you. Arnab, please allow me a 15-second interjection. A question that will expose them. Shafiullah ji.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, you please tell me whether you believe on the Constitution, which has given the rights to everybody to practice his one religion.
I will answer that.
Do you believe in Constitution?
You know, I will answer. First. And then, sir, you answer my question. I heard the young girl saying, just a sec.
The Quran does not tell women to wear walls. It does not mention the hijab for women. Why are you all imposing it when the religion doesn't say?
No, before you go into the legal argument, Gaurav, before you go into a legal argument, I'd like to come over all of you, and I want to attempt 1 second. I want to come in for a moment. No, 1 second, sir, 1 second. 1 minute, Mr. Shafiullah, please wait for a minute, okay? Please wait for a minute. Sanket, I'm coming to you. But there is an important point here. First of all, don't lecture me about the Constitution. I'll remind you about Article 44. Right? The state shall endeavor, and I do hope it finally endeavors to bring in a uniform civil code for citizens throughout the country, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, everyone. So don't lecture me about the Constitution. I know more about the Constitution than you do, sir.
Please don't lecture me about Constitution, Mr. Arnab. When you quote Article 44, you must read from top to bottom. You cannot leave anything.
No, who is this? Who is this? 1 minute, 1 minute. Just a minute. Sanket Yanagi is a lawyer in the Supreme Court. Gaurav, wait a minute. He has not spoken, so I'm going to him and to Dr. Rahila Sikandar. They are both lawyers, and then I'll come back to you. This is proving to be a very important debate. See, Sanket and Rahila, you're both lawyers, one in the Supreme Court and Rahila is in Prayagraj. Some people are talking about their duty to their religion. I respect that. But I tell them today, what about your duty to your Constitution? What about Article 28? What about Article 14? What about Article 44? Anyway, I won't even go there. My elementary question to you is, Sanket, tell me, there are many missionary schools in this country. Many missionary schools. Right? Many missionary schools. For boys and girls, there are co-ed schools. Right? And I'm sure there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of Muslim girls who have studied in missionary schools. Right? Right or wrong, Sanket? Tell me, no?
Yes.
Right or wrong? Then I'll follow up.
Yes.
Then tell me, why till today, logical question, has there never been a storming of a missionary school in this country by Muslim girls wearing a hijab, supported by political parties who say, no, Muslim girls have to go to the missionary school wearing a hijab. And the missionaries cannot impose their uniform on Muslim girls. No, please tell me why till today has this never happened? Give me a pointed reply. Reply tonight.
Yes. There are three types of institutions. Number one, private unaided institution which has no grant in aid by the government, which is purely run by the institution management, and there is a privity of contract between the student or the student's parents and the management, wherein that private contract would be binding on both the parties. And there is another private institution which has received an aid of the government, which is aided government, or which has received an aid of the government, wherein the role of the government or the say of the government, in as much as the private institution is also matters, and there is a privity of contact between the institution and the management of a private institution.
Speed up, I get your point. Just come to your point faster.
And the third point is purely a government institution where there is no role of the private institution or the private management. In the case of the first category, where I said
what is your point?
Private institution, it is between the management and the student or the student's parents, which is a private contract. It is by them who can impose the guideline of the dress code, which is binding on the student, and they cannot have any exception. In case they wish to, they can join, or otherwise they have no entry at all or admission at all to that school. But
come on, young Sanket, come to your point faster.
And insofar as second category is concerned, where there is a say of a government, there would be the compliance of the provisions of the Constitution or the Education Act or the regulations, so on and so forth, which the government would certainly insist, because having the government funded it also.
Come to the point. Extent. What is your point, Baba? What is your point? Don't give me the history and geography. As I said, I know the Constitution far better than you.
Please have a patience of bearing me for a minute only. The question is again, how the private institutions have tolerated or accepted it, and the students in the private institutions have accepted. That scenario is entirely different in a government institution. In a government institution, government has to comply with the constitutional provisions.
So in a government institution, okay. Now, no. Okay. Now listen to me.
Constitutional provision provides for practice
first of all, Sanket, 1 minute. Sanket, do you know? And that's why I said you've come unprepared, that Article 28, Clause 1 of the Constitution, pick it up, you must have a copy somewhere, read it. Pick it up now. Let's test you. Article 28, Clause 1 clearly says that no religious instruction being a broad word, can be provided, shall be provided in any education institution managed out of state funds. So what are you talking about? And now answer my question.
Let me answer this
my
pointed
question was, and Dr. Rahila Sikandar, answer my question. Sorry, I have torpedoed your answer. Now, Dr. Rahila Sikandar, my question to you is, till today, 2021, 2022, which missionary school in this country or missionary college in this country has been stormed by Muslim women supported by a political party wearing hijab saying, no, we reject the uniform of the missionary schools? Tell me.
Has been studied in a Christian minority institutions, and the Muslim women and the Muslim girls which came with me at the school studying as in ICSE board, they always come with the staff. However, no one in the school never ever asked them to remove that. First of all. Secondly,
the audio is very poor.
The issue is
can't
this
hear.
is a state, the Karnataka.
I have really bad audio there. No. I have. That's a bandwidth problem, Dr. Rahila. I'll try and come back to you. The issue today is this. The issue today is this. 1 minute. The issue today is this. And Maria Tabassum can come into the debate. Convent schools in India, Amina, have skirts as their uniform. Right?
Yeah.
Is that considered to be un-Islamic? My question there is that uniforms have to be followed. I don't know why it's so complicated for you to understand that simple point, Maria. Uniforms first. Uniform first. Maria and Amina.
There were no hijabs in 1928. These people are claiming that hijabs have existed for centuries. There were no hijabs in 1928. Suddenly we have hijabs in the last 30-40 years. They have absolutely been thrown to us by what conspiracy I do not
about
understand.
The convent, Arnab,
it should be absolutely investigated and found out.
The other question being that you show respect for all places and all religions and all communities and all institutions. Maria, just think a little logically today, because you people are not being able to argue with me for 4 days. Think a little logically. Suppose you go to a Gurdwara.
That is your arrogance.
Right?
Where you
cover your heads as a mark of respect. As a mark of respect. 1 minute. Wait a minute. You go as a mark of respect. You also have to respect the institution you are in. You know, people, even if they go to a club, a private club will know this is the dress code in the club. 1 minute. But you are saying there will be no uniform in a school.
Arnab, because you know everything, why? You tell me what are these colleges.
It is simply the question is the uniform or the hijab is the issue today.
Arnab, please answer. You have to answer. In Karnataka, these institutions, are those private or government colleges where this issue is going on?
I'd like to go a step forward and say that even if there are no uniforms in schools and colleges, even then no religious symbolism should be allowed in schools and colleges, even if there are no uniforms. Still, religious symbolism should be kept out of religious attire. Religious symbols should be kept out of schools and colleges, even if there is no uniform. And by the way, the hijab is one of the worst kinds of uniform you're imposing on women.
I don't know.
And see, we all understand that this is political, you know.
I'm audible.
Arnab.
Maria, we all know this is political. Before the Delhi elections, there was Shaheen Bagh. Before the UP elections, before the Karnataka elections, you people have picked up this issue. It is too transparent. You think people don't understand it, Maria?
See, it is big people like
understand
you
it. They've seen through it.
Who know how to change the game.
What will you do now?
Like me, I'm just a normal girl, not involved in politics at all. I just want my right to education. And according to you, what is hijab? Because all the time you have been telling, is it uniform or is it hijab? Is it uniform or hijab? Is it military dress or hijab? So for me, hijab is just a small piece of cloth which can complement the uniform. If I'm wearing a military uniform, I'll
allow me to ask a question and also make a few points, please.
The Quran
okay,
says it's a wall or a curtain.
No. I want to ask you, Maria Tabassum, this channel, you know, the channel you are on.
I'm all yours.
You know, we did a huge campaign against nikah halala. So Brashta will remember that.
Right now, let us.
12, 13-year-old girls.
Why do you want to go into nikah?
12. No, I'm talking to you today. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. I'll talk about nikah halala. I'll tell you the context. This channel did a big campaign. 12, 13-year-old girls. We carried out a sting operation. 12, 13-year-old girls being sexually exploited, married off forcefully against their will to 75, 80-year-old Arab men. Arab men. At that time, allow me to speak. At that time, where was your protest, Mr. Shafiullah? Did you protest for the rights of young Muslim girls being sexually exploited under nikah halala? Did you, Maria, carry out a protest then? Tell me, where were you protesting? I want to know. Where was Husaifa protesting?
They don't care.
See, any time there is any social event like this, definitely we will protest. We will come forward. We know the minimum age of marriage is 18 years and we follow that. I have not come across any girl who was married like this in 12, 13 years old of age. So because you are a reporter, you must have come through, and it is really great that you have stood up for what is right, and it was really courageous of you. So now also we hope from people, powerful people like you, that because you know everything, you know the constitution by heart, you know the law, you know the education, you know, you are expert in everything. So you have to protect us. My right to education is
I'm not an
being
expert.
taken away. Now how will I choose between education and
I will go.
Maria,
I will go by the court.
I wish to talk to you.
Gaurav and Safiyullah. Gaurav.
Yeah, Maria, my sister, she said if she has to choose, she will choose religion over the constitution and the country. I just want to tell Maria, just imagine a situation that on both sides we have Islamic nations, Pakistan and Bangladesh. And God forbid they attack, and we know how to decimate them. But then, you know, the fact that you've admitted you will go with the armies and the people of these Islamic nations, whereas as a nationalist first, as a Indian first, please don't speak in between. Sir, आप बीच में नहीं बोलेंगे, बदतमीजी मत करिए, चुप हो जाइए.
No, Maria is responding to you. Maria has a right to respond.
बहुत गलत बातें कर रहे हैं.
Please,
गौरव भाटिया साहब.
आप चुप हो जाइए. आपसे एक सवाल पूछूंगा. Shah do you think Shah Bano was right? We think that she was somebody we should idolize. What do you think? Shah Bano, talk about that woman. Shah Bano, do you think Shah Bano is a hero for the country or not? Answer that. Shafiullah. बहुत बीच में आप बोल रहे थे, बताइए. शाह बानो का राइट था मेंटेनेंस का. Was she right or not? Do you admire her? नहीं बोलेंगे आप. अर्नब देखा, इनकी आवाज चली गई. तो पहले बोलिए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फर्स्ट और रिलीजन फर्स्ट. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फर्स्ट नहीं, आपसे सवाल पूछा मैंने. Shah Bano was a widow.
मेरा रिलीजन,
she was fighting for her rights.
इजाजत नहीं देता.
We admire her. Do you?
अपने वतन के खिलाफ
नहीं बोलेंगे. Arnab, this is the problem. And let me also just, you know, complete my point.
That is a question we must ask today. I wish I could do a detailed debate on this. In fact, I intend to pick this subject up this weekend. Tomorrow on Arnab Live at 9, did the Congress's reversal of the Supreme Court Shah Bano judgment to ensure continued hardline Muslim support then cost 90 million Indian Muslim women their hard-earned right to get a maintenance allowance? That's part of my debate tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And when I come back on the other side, my dear viewers, we have a big debate on the charity fund scandal. You take money in the name of the poorest of the poor, then put it into your personal account and try to be defiant when exposed. Big debate in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
The Amity MBA faculty have written over 3,000 case studies that are bought by hundreds of top business schools like Harvard, Stanford, MIT and Oxford to study from top faculty. Apply for the Amity MBA at amity.edu.